Are you looking for the best streaming devices? In this video we will look at some of the best streaming devices. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Roku Streaming Stick 4K. Proprietary power cable. No Dolby Atmos. At this point, the Roku brand name is effectively synonymous with set-top streaming devices. It's one of the largest manufacturers in the space, and streaming devices are what it does best. The Streaming Stick 4K is the fruit of years of focus, with smooth and zippy 4K performance packed into a wee little thumbstick that's priced to move. Roku's solid UI is content agnostic, so it won't be pushing any particular services over others in its layout. It supports both HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, but not Dolby Atmos sound, which is a bummer for audiophiles. It has also, unfortunately, switched to a proprietary charging cable in this latest version, which could be a hassle to replace if you lose it. Overall, however, Roku's Streaming Stick 4K is easy to recommend. It's highly functional, very affordable, and a well-balanced option for most people. It's worth pointing out that Roku makes an enhanced version, the Streaming Stick 4K Plus, which changes the remote to include voice control and a headphone jack for an additional $20. These are features we've found we can live without, but you may think they may be worth the slightly higher spend. Number 2. Apple TV 4K. Expensive. Prioritizes Apple content. At 4x4 by 1.5 inches, the latest Apple TV 4K is actually fairly large as far as streaming devices go, but it packs a lot of power into that glossy little square. It's one of the most responsive and smooth-playing devices out there, supporting HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, and Dolby Atmos sound. We don't love that the UI prioritizes content from within the Apple TV ecosystem over other content, though that can include movies and shows from other services if you sign into them through Apple. On the plus side, it naturally also integrates seamlessly with other Apple products like your iPhone, an always-handy remote, as well as an additional streaming source, and services like Apple Arcade, making it a useful hub if you're in the Apple ecosystem. For those of us already living that Apple lifestyle, the Apple TV 4K is a solid, if spendy, investment. Dolby Atmos for immersive, room-filling sound. A 12 Bionic chip gives a big boost to audio, video, and graphics, for even better game and app experiences. 4K high frame rate HDR with Dolby Vision for fluid, crisp video. Apple original shows and movies from Apple TV Plus. The latest hits from Disney Plus, Amazon Prime Video, HBO Max, and more. More ways to enjoy your TV with Apple Arcade, Apple Fitness Plus, and Apple Music. The new Siri remote with touch-enabled ClickPad. Private listening with up to 2 sets of AirPods. Use AirPlay to share photos, videos, and more from your iPhone, iPad, and Mac on your TV. Get a live view of your HomeKit-enabled cameras and control your smart home accessories. Number 3. Amazon Fire TV Stick Lite. No 4K. Streaming in 4K may be all the rage, but plenty of people are still watching 1080p TVs. If you'd rather spend less and drop 4K support, the perfectly competent, but bare-bones Amazon Fire TV Stick Lite costs a mere $30. It maxes out at full HD, 1080p resolution, but otherwise shares the basic capabilities seen in our other selections. It even, somewhat oddly, supports HDR, despite the fact that there aren't many 1080p displays with HDR support. All that said, if you really don't want to spend more than $30 on the bare essentials, then the Fire TV Stick Lite could be all you need. Number 4. Xbox Series S. More expensive than a dedicated streaming device. If you're in the market for a streaming device and also want a new game console, the Xbox Series S is the most affordable way to kill both birds with one stone. The Series S can play all new Xbox games, including major releases like Elden Ring and exclusives like Halo Infinite. At $300, it is considerably less expensive than the PS5 and Xbox Series X, and only a moderately higher price than the Apple TV 4K, considering how much extra functionality it offers. Realistically, any of the 3 new consoles, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, and PS5, would make for fine alternatives to a streaming device. Picking which one of them is right for you will come down to factors that extend far beyond streaming. Though it limits games to 1440p, the Series S can play video in full 4K with Dolby Vision and Atmos. You get a controller rather than a remote, but that's one of many Xbox accessories you can add if you feel inclined. For gamers, a controller may feel more comfortable anyway. Go all digital with Xbox Series S and experience next-gen speed and performance at a great price. Bundle includes Xbox Series S console, one Xbox wireless controller, a high-speed HDMI cable, power cable, and 2 AA batteries. Make the most of every gaming minute with quick resume, lightning-fast load times, and gameplay of up to 120 FPS, all powered by Xbox Velocity architecture. Number 5. Amazon Fire TV Cube. No included HDMI cable. Prioritizes Amazon content. The latest version of Amazon's Fire TV Cube added Dolby Vision and Atmos, elevating it to a top-tier streaming box. The Cube benefits from all of the UI optimization after generations of Amazon Fire TV sticks, but with more powerful hardware you can use to control your whole media center. You can use a remote or, better yet, control the whole system using Amazon Alexa voice controls, which could be a game changer for people with mobility or dexterity issues. The downside to Amazon Fire devices, including the Cube, is the way in which its home screen prioritizes Amazon's own content. Strangely, the Fire TV Cube does not include an HDMI cable, which means you'll need to buy one if you don't have an extra lying around. Otherwise, this is as powerful and high-end a streaming box as anyone else offers, but less expensive than Apple or Nvidia's best.